Hello students, welcome to NV Science Academy. I hope you like our videos. So please like, share our videos and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Today we are going to study about Standard 10 Mathematics, Chapter number 1, Real Numbers, Exercise 1.2, Question 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So let us begin with question number 3. Question is given: find the LCM and HCF of the following integers by applying the prime factorization method. Now let us see the solution of question number 1. They have given us 12, 15 and 21 and we have to find out the HCF and LCM of these numbers. Let us first find the factors using tree method of all three integers. So start with 12. For 12 we are having the factors like this. First we will start with 2. So 2 6s are 12, no remainder. 6, so that is 2 3s are 6, no remainder. Okay, the factors are 2 into 2 into 3, so it is 12, or I can write down is like 2 square multiplied by 3. This is for 12. Now for 15 is the odd number, so I cannot divide it by 2, so we will try with 3. So I know the table of 3 5s are 15, 5 is the prime number, so there is no solution further. So for 15 the factors are 3 multiplied by 5, and for 21, so we will not continue with 2 but we will continue with 3. So 3 7s are 21, 7 is the prime number, so there is no other factor. So for 21 the factors are 3 multiplied by 7. Okay, so what is the LCM? LCM of given numbers, that means 12, 15 and 21 is 2 square multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7. How we can get this? So the 2 square, 2 is available in here, so it is 2 square, the maximum number. So 2 square multiplied by 3. Okay, this 3, so it is 3 multiplied by 5 and multiplied by 7. We have to include all the numbers available in the factors. So if you multiply this, then you will get the answer as 420. So the LCM of 12, 15 and 21 is 420. The HCF of 12, 15 and 21, it is highest common factor. So as you can see, here 3 is there, here 3 is there, and here 3 is there. So the HCF is nothing but. So by this method we can find out the solution for the given numbers. Now let us go to the second question. The numbers are 17, 23 and 29. Okay, these all are prime numbers. It means they are not having any factor rather than 1. So here the answer is very simple. We have to write down one line here. All the numbers are prime numbers. So if I go for the factors of 17, so the factor of 17 is nothing but the 17 and 1, 23, so it is 23 and 1, 29, so it is 29 and 1. There is no other factor. Okay, so here LCM is LCM of 17, 23 and 29 is the multiplication of all these three numbers. That means 17 multiplied by 23 multiplied by 29. So it is around 11,339. And if we go for the HCF of the given number, then it is nothing but the 1, because 1 is the common factor between all these three numbers. So this is the solution of second question. Now moving to the third question. The numbers are 8, 9 and 25. So let us start with 8. So we know 8 is the even number, so we can divide it by 2. The remainder will be 4. Sorry, quotient will be 4. 2, 2. Now we cannot divide 2 further. So the factors are 2 into 2 into 2. It means it is 2 cube. For 9, 9 is the odd number, so we have to divide it by 3. So 3 and 3. Now 3 is the prime number, so here the factors are 3 into 3 is equal to 3 square. And for 25, we have to divide it by 5. So 5 5s are 25. 5 is the prime number, so there is no other factors. So here the factors are 5 multiplied by 5 is equal to 5 square. So LCM is equal to 2 cube multiplied by 3 square multiplied by 5 square is equal to 1800, 1800, and the HCF is the 1, because there is no common factor between all these three numbers. So this is the solution of question number 3 of exercise 1.2. Now let us see question number 4. It is given that the HCF of 306 and 657 is equal to 9. So find the LCM of 306 and 657. For that, we will use one equation. It is like this: LCM of A comma B is equal to A multiplied by B divided by the HCF of AB. Okay, here value of A will be 306, value of B will be 657. So let us put all the values in the equation. Therefore LCM of 306 and 657 is equal to 306 multiplied by 657 divided by 9, because the HCF is given, so it is divided by 9. If you divide this by 9, so we will get the answer like this: 34 multiplied by 657, because we can divide this 306 by 9 and we will get the answer 34. And if we multiply these two, then the answer will be 22,330. So this is the solution for question number 4. Now we are going to solve the question number 5. Check whether 6 raised to n can end with the digit 0 for any natural number n. So we have to check that I am having any number n and I am using it with 6 raised to n, then the answer can end with 0 or not. Okay. We know that if the last digit is 0 of any number, then that number can be divisible by 5 very easily. Okay, let us take the example 30. If I divide this 30 by 5, so I know the table of 5, 5 6 are 30. Okay, so 5 6 30, the remainder will be 0. So we can divide any number having last digit 0 by 5 with the remainder 0, as well as you can divide this number 30 by 2 very easily. So we know that 15 2s are 30, so that is also 0 0. Okay, so these are two conditions and we are going to check these two conditions. If these two conditions are fulfilled by this 6 raised to n number, then we can say that the number 6 raised to n can be end with the last digit 0. Okay. So 6 raised to n, it means I can write it like this: 2 multiplied by 3 raised to n. Okay, so it is equal to 2 raised to n multiplied by 3 raised to n. Now by this I can say that this 6 raised to n number can be divided by 2 or it can be divided by 3. It do not includes 5. It do not includes 5 as the factor. So I can say that if it is not having 5 as a factor, then it cannot end with the last digit 0. If it is having the factor 5, then it can end with the last digit as 0. But as it is not having number 5 as the factor, so I can say that 6 raised to n cannot end with the digit 0. Okay, so I can say that here the prime factorization of 6 raised to n does not include 5. Okay, so 6 raised to n cannot end with digit 0. This is the answer. Okay, here it is given: explain why 7 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 13 plus 13 and 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 plus 5 are composite numbers. So let us find the answer. We are starting with the first number that is given here. Okay, so that is 7 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 13 plus 13. I am not going to solve this whole equation, but we will take out 13 common. it is 7 multiplied by 11 plus 1. So is equal to 30 multiplied by 77 plus 1. So is equal to 13 multiplied by 78. If you find the factors of 78, then it is 13 multiplied by 2 into 3 into 30. So is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 13 square. So these are the factors, and you can see that 2, 3 and 13 all are the prime numbers. Okay, so I can say that this given number is the nothing but the composite number. Okay, so let us see the second question. The question is given like this: 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 plus 5. So here we are going to take 5 common, and 7 multiplied by 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 plus 1. If we solve this, then 5 multiplied by 1008 plus 1, so is equal to 5 multiplied by 1003. Here 5 is the prime number and 1009 is also the prime number. So I can say that as it is the product of prime numbers, the given number or the given question is the example of composite number. And the last question, question number 7. There is a circular path around a sports field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field, while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same time and go in the same direction. After how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point? Okay, so we have to find out the time, and for that we will find out the LCM. It is given here that Ravi takes 12 minutes and Sonia takes 18 minutes. Okay, so we will find out LCM of this 12 and 18. That will be the answer. So for 12, if you find the factors, then it is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. So it is 2 square multiplied by 3. And if you find out the factors of 18, then it is 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So it is 2 multiplied by 3 square. So the LCM of 12 and 18 is equal to 2 square multiplied by 3 square is equal to 36. It means Ravi and Sonia will meet at the starting point after 36 minutes. Okay. So this is the answer.